I've got another beef with public restrooms. And that's the subject of today's Idea of the Day. You know, one of the worst things about public restrooms, among all the other things I've already mentioned on my channel, is the acoustics. I think the acoustics in a public restroom could not be worse. I mean, think about it. The entire room is made of hard surfaces that echo and amplify every single sound. There's nothing but tile and steel and glass mirrors everywhere. The softest and only things that are soft in there is the toilet paper and the people. Sounds just simply echo all over the darn place. And frankly, some of the sounds you hear in a public restroom, you just don't want to hear amplified and echoed. You know, people get into a public restroom, it's already an awkward, disgusting place to go. And of course, they're just sitting in there and, they want to make out a little toot, right? And it's going to echo to you it's just plain bad. I mean, think about the last time you went into the public restroom and you're the only one in there. Didn't you feel great at that moment? You're the only one in there, among other things. I mean, it's mostly strangers coming in and out of there, but you say to yourself, at least I can do what I want to do and just let her rip, right? Well, the acoustics are just so bad that let's say you're in that stall and there's somebody in the next stall. Do you want to hear every little nuance of what's going on over there? And frankly, do you want them to hear all the nuances of that? Whatever you're doing. I mean, some people kind of play it off. They'll just clear their throats or whatnot to try to disguise the little moment of truth. But the reality is, there is a very simple solution. And I'm not talking about them just adding acoustic tiles, although that would be a great plus, by the way. I wouldn't mind if there was, just something to dampen the sounds a little bit. But how about adding the sounds of some running water? Everybody likes to give a little courtesy flush every now and then because, frankly, it also helps with the sound. Because while that other sound's going in the next stall with the flushing, you can let her rip. You know what I'm saying? Anyhow, if nothing else, here's a simple solution. If you're running a public men's room or women's room or public restroom, how about adding a little bit of noise? One of those noise-making machines that makes the ocean sounds, or the ocean sounds, or whatever. Or simply, how about play some tunes? I mean, some of the best public restrooms have a little bit of music going on. So you kind of, you could just sit there and, relax and it disguises some of the sounds. And maybe if it's some hard rock and roll, people can kind of rock and roll in there and not worry about all the sound. Well, anyhow, I'm rambling again. And that's today's Idea of the Day. All right, there it is. That's today's Idea of the Day. Some of them are pretty good, right? And some of them suck, I admit. First to admit, some of my ideas suck. But if you visit Idea of the Day every day and you subscribe to my channel by looking at the subscribe link in the corner, you'll see a brand new idea every single day. And I promise you, some of them don't suck.